Smooth 98.1, love music, love life. It's 8:15 a.m. now, crossed over to 8:16, and time for the Locker Room 981, Wednesday, 26th May 2021. With me, I have Tega Onojaife. Morning, Tega. How are you doing?
I'm alive.
That's good.
I am so sleepy.
That's
It's the playoffs, baby.
Hey, gosh, we're not going to. I think we should just make peace with the fact that we're going to have you a sleepy Tega for the next few weeks.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Very sleepy.
Okay, so if you'd like to join the conversation this morning, we'd love to have you, banter with us, talk to us. So send us a message on WhatsApp 0809 444 0981. We're streaming live on YouTube, so go on to youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos. Tega is giving you her sleepy hello. And then you can definitely go on to our Twitter handle at smooth981FM and use the hashtag lockerroom981 to send in your message. Your people have come for you for the promise you made to them on Monday.
Yeah, we are going to allow Man City call. Calm down.
Cruz says it's Man City celebration.
Calm down. Cruz.
Right, before our Man City celebration, let's get on to our first story. Coming off a 113-103 win in a game one of their first round series against the Los Angeles Clippers, the Luka Doncic-led Dallas Mavericks looked to take a major advantage in the series before their trip back to Dallas. On Tuesday night, they did just that, winning 127-121 win at the Staples Center and taking a 2-0 series lead in the process. Doncic showed up in a big way for the Mavs once again in Game 2, scoring 39 points to go along with 8 rebounds and 6 in 38 minutes.
Okay, so in case you thought Game 1 was a fluke, yes, the lower ranked team is completely dominating this series. And what this means is that the first 2 games in LA, in Los Angeles, at the Staples Center, which were home games for the Clippers, they've lost both.
Wow.
To Luka Doncic. And yes, it is to Luka Doncic. I know Porzingis had 20 points last night. I know James Hardaway has had his own impact in this game. But the guy that is carrying this team is that Luka Doncic guy. And he's the one guy that they should know. And here's what it is. You triple-double Luka Doncic and stop him from running the paint. He started shooting deep threes. There's no way to stop him. How do we start? He scored 33 points in the first game. He scored 39 last night. So wow. it's almost like you thought you saw a good me last time.
Yeah.
Watch me today. So maybe in Dallas in Game 3, he'll score 41 points. He's
taking it higher.
He's just taking it higher. He's an absolutely amazing player. And it brings us back to Los Angeles Clippers. Last season, they looked like the team to beat. They looked like a team that was going to get to the finals. They had Kawhi Leonard, who's won the NBA championship with the San Antonio Spurs and also with Toronto Raptors, and he moved to Clippers, and everybody thought, okay, maybe it's Clippers time. They built a solid team. They had Pat Beverly, they had Paul George. Nothing happened. And this season, it's even turning out, you know what they say, if you've done something before, you do it better the second time. Mm-hmm. They are losing even better this time around. So it's just a horrible show for Clippers. And I'm not saying that they didn't work. They didn't work well last night. It's just the balance of the team is just not right. And so because the balance of the team is just not right, even when they're knocking down a few points, Paul George is playing his best, even if it's not always the best, and Kawhi is doing his best. The rest of the team just doesn't add enough. And so that's where the Clippers are right now, in a series where they are the top dog. They are 2 games down, and the next 2 games are in Dallas. So
it's not a home game.
It's not a home. So you have to. Will they be able to win on the road? Yes, I'm sure they can take a game on the road. I don't know that they can take back-to-back games in Dallas, and that's where the problem is. Because if they go 3-1 down, it doesn't take much to get knocked out of the playoffs like that. Now that's them on their end. On the other end, Los Angeles Lakers lost Game 1 with a lethargic performance to the Phoenix Suns. If you saw them last night, they were flying. So you remember when Anthony Davis was saying in Game 1 that he had a poor game, it's his fault, he's so sorry. Game 2, he brought it. 34 points. He's not playing with you. He's not your friend. He doesn't have time. He outplayed LeBron James. So LeBron James finished a night, I think, with 23 points a night. So not a bad night, because his assists were, he almost scored a triple double, but his assists were good. But it was Anthony Davis. He was apologizing on the court. And that's what I like to see players do. Don't just come out and say, I'm sorry, I was struggling, I'm tired. When you want to apologize, back it up with action. And that's exactly what Anthony Davis did. So now it's 1-1 in that series with the Phoenix Suns and Los Angeles Lakers. And on the other side, Brooklyn Nets with Kevin Durant, James Harden, they have taken a broom. We don't know if they are going to sweep, but they've taken a broom and they are out for Celtics. So right now in that series, they lead by 2-0. So that one is a little expected because of the star players that are with Brooklyn Nets. So not, I will not hail them too much the way they are dealing with the Celtics, but it's an amazing playoff. So don't sleep.
Don't sleep on this one.
Just
join.
Just a few weeks.
Just a few more weeks. Don't sleep on this one.
Let's test it.
All right, let's move away from basketball and talk football, shall we? So, Super Eagles coach Gernot Rohr has selected captain Ahmed Musa, deputy captain William Ekong, and NPFL stars John Noble and Anayo Iwala among the 24 Super Eagles players who go head to head with fellow West African rivals Cameroon in a friendly in Austria on Friday next
Okay,
week.
so big one for the Super Eagles. We have a game. After the game in Lagos, we thought we'll have more games, but they're doing the pitch at Teslim. So when they're done, finishing people with their games. However, for this game, they had to go to Austria. Not the same emotion physically, but it would be great to see the Super Eagles in action now. So full team list. The usual suspects: Maduka Okoye in goal, Francis Uzoho and John Noble. Those are the goalkeepers. Defenders: Chidozie Awaziam, William Ekong, Ola Aino. I don't know why I keep forgetting his full name. Ola Aino. Jamilu Collins, Tyrone Ebwehi, Valentine Ozonwafo, and Ogene Karo Boys in midfield. Wilfred Ndidi in midfield. Abdullahi Shehu, Frank Onyeka, Abraham Marcos, and for forward, this was the shock for me. I saw Ahmed Musa again. Again, on the women's team, there will be questions that how can the captain not have team? He play. Ahmed Musa now moved to Kano Pillars. We've not heard plenty, but he's on the team again as captain. Alex Iwobi is here. Peter Olayinka is here. Osimhen is here. Iheanacho Senior Man is here. I think the big news was the Simi Wako, because people had been baying for him to play since he'd done so well for Crotone, his club in Italy. So he's in the list. So it's a good team list. I just want us to be able to get a good starting 11. We know that these are starting 11, and then we get a solid bench, and AFCON will be ours. But I don't know that it's Gernot Rohr that will do that for us.
Really?
I think he's done. He's given us his best.
Yeah, he's not inspiring as a coach. Okay, let's watch out and see how that pans out. Now, this one is dedicated to all the Man U and Villarreal fans listening to us at this moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Solskjaer confident as Man United Villarreal clash in Europa final. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the hero of one of Manchester United's greatest European nights, will aim to guide the club to a first title in 4 years on Wednesday. That's later tonight against the Villarreal side coached by Europa League specialist Unai Emery. According to Solskjaer, these are big nights for us. It might be the stepping stone for something better to come. A bright future, because this team is a young team. He said this in Nansk on Tuesday. It's a team that we've rebuilt over the last couple of years. So hopefully this is the start of something more. Yes,
so tonight is the night. If you're a Manchester United fan or a Villarreal fan, great one tonight. But I'll say this for Manchester United. On paper, if you ask me, they're just a tad better in every department. Defensively, they're solid. Even if Harry Maguire did not train yesterday, so he may not play today, they're still a little better off than Villarreal. In the midfield, they have more pace, they have more movement, and going forward, it's the same thing. So if you ask me, with Manchester United's team and with the way they've played, I've watched their games. I'd say they are just a little better, and it is advantage Manchester United.
Yeah.
However, this is football, and anything can happen with Villarreal. The thing about Spanish teams, and I noted in a few the second leg against Arsenal, Villarreal changed their style just a little bit. They were not playing too hard because they didn't want to risk it all. So I think they added some pragmatism to their game, because for me that's what's always lacking with Spanish teams and German teams. There's no pragmatism. They just play their technical football and they win on that. But there sometimes you have to not just have the tactics but also have the strategy, and that's where English teams and Italian teams have dominated in the past, having the strategy. So if you ask me, it's advantage Manchester United. They should win this, but this is a final, and Mr. Europa is the coach of Villarreal. So anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Chinwe Nancy, talking about the story on the call-up for the Nigerian team, says all of a sudden home-based players are being invited because of Musa, right? I wonder why Coach Rowe invited Musa for the friendly. Can someone tell him that a whole captain, Sergio Ramos, has been dropped from the Spanish squad for the Euros? Let's be wise and not sentimental in team selection.
We get there.
Randolph says, yes, so watch Man United take Villarreal to the dry cleaners. 4-2 is my prediction. And then from Christian in Dubai says, Brooklyn Nets were on fire last night against Boston Celtics with a superb defensive show. The game was over at halftime. Good one for Brooklyn. And then Victor Yaya Agboju says, good morning, Ayo Tega. Manchester United will be victorious against Villarreal. Man City will certainly win the Champions League final game. Yay, it's a Manchester double in Europe. I would love that one. Okay, so this is the deal now, Tega. Final deal for next season.
Yeah.
Man U win tonight. I'm going back to Man U.
For all of next season. Because forms change. Remember when Sheffield finished in the first top half of the table last season? This season they're relegated.
No, don't put words into my mouth. I didn't say all season. I just said
you just go back briefly.
Let's watch them. But if they win tonight, that's my gift to them. All right, let's talk about that Ramos being dropped. Spain coach Luis Enrique has on Monday left veteran defender Sergio Ramos out of his Euro 2020 squad, but called up centre-back Aymeric Laporte, who recently switched his football nationality. He said it was a very difficult decision, but he has not been able to play this season and has hardly trained since January. I called him yesterday, that's Sunday. It was hard, difficult. I feel bad because he's very professional and he helps the national team a lot. And he can still help it in the future, but I have to look for the best for the squad.
Now, I understand a few people saying that because Sergio Ramos is such a leader, that he should have gone with the squad. Let me tell you, if Sergio Ramos had gone with the squad, let me tell you what he'll be doing. He'll be standing on the pitch side and be shouting like the fans. Or like the coach. Either way, they already have a coach and they already have fans. So really, and if he's to speak to the boys about their performance, he can always call it talking in the dressing room. He doesn't have to be physically there. He can always talk to the boys, over the phone or anything to say what he's seeing that they should do better. So I'm a bit, because the Euros is starting on the 11th of June. First of all, he has to recover fully from the injury. Then he now has to be match fit, because you see, with this kind of tournament, you have to hit the ground running. So I understand to an extent why Sergio Ramos was dropped. I, however, do not appreciate why you picked Eric Garcia, because he too hasn't played, and his one is even worse. He hasn't played because there are people above him that are playing better. So why did you take him? So what's your excuse? Do you understand? If you're dropping somebody,
so do you think Ramos could it be? I know usually
when they try to phase out people.
Oh, you think they're trying to phase him out?
I don't look. You're the one. Look. People have thought that maybe they're gently trying to phase him out and bring in the younger guys, because
Ramos is going to Barcelona.
Which Ramos? Going to which Barcelona?
Sergio
Ramos.
It's Aguero.
No, we are missing Aguero. Two different continents.
That's what I was wondering.
No, Sergio Ramos
is.
Sergio Ramos is Baba Real Madrid now. The fine boy with the
with
the ponytail.
It was the Sergio that we were.
Okay, no.
You guys on fire with
No, it's not. It's Sergio Ramos, not Sergio Aguero. So I understand to an extent the dropping of him. I still don't. If you're dropping somebody for not having enough games, then some of the names you've picked shouldn't be there. Now for Aymeric Laporte, the confusion, he was born in France, and so he has also been called up in the French national team. But he hasn't gotten on the pitch. So he swapped back to his village people. His real village people. And so he was called up in Spain. So let's see how this team works out. Even Danny Carvajal was dropped too. And again, it was understandable. Too many injuries during the season. This is not about a former Barcelona coach not picking Real Madrid players. No. His reasons are valid. It's just that when you give those kind of reasons, then you don't pick another person that didn't really play well. But it looks a solid team for the Euros. So me, I can't wait for the Euros to start. If Luis Enrique fails with this Spanish team, there will be questions on his list, and he better get ready to defend it with his lawyer book. So whatever team he has chosen, let's just watch out how it will play out. I understand it, but for a huge name like Sergio Ramos, it was such a you have to have cojones to take that kind of decision.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You people are very wicked. So because I mistook Ramos for Aguero for Ramos, I should go and be analyzing Ludo games. That's what they both said. Don't worry, I'm not reading your comments on this show again. And then Cruz says Aya Ramos is the red card lover. Ronson says, good morning, Aya and Tega. It seems Tega is forgetting the Unai Emery factor in the Europa League.
Oga, I called him Mr. Europa.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. You are the one that did not understand.
Exactly. Onifemi says Man U's undoing will be to underrate Villarreal in tonight's final match. They should know that Mr. Emery is a master in this competition.
Okay.
All right. I don't know if there's a conspiracy theory about not picking any Real Madrid players, but there are two other slots. Why did Enrique pick 24 players instead of 20? What does it mean 24 players instead of 24?
Sunday, send your message again.
All right, thank you all so much. Okay, 26 players instead of 20, or 24 players instead of 26. All right, thank you so much. We're going to break now. When we come back, it'll be time for Man City. We're opening the phone lines for you, Man City. Stay tuned.
And you're listening to Smooth Breakfast.
She's the boss, bad mouth.
You're not reading the boss message again. The boss. You have to kill goats. Let me tell you. Go to YouTube. You have to kill goats. Spice it very well. Fry it dry. Cook it inside sauce and bring it. If you don't bring it, you will not read your message again. What kind of story? How can you be questioning my honorable presenter?
I said, anyways, I'm not analyzing. I'm not analyzing. Oh God, it's so funny. When I read it, I just said, who is this guy? These people are wicked. Devil does not comment a lot.
Then all of a sudden.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
I can't believe I've been sitting here since my sleepers today. Have you seen that, guys?
How people on YouTube are seeing what is going on here?
I can't believe. I actually said it one day. I actually realized recently why I don't socialize. I hate to dress up. Like, as I am like this is my best dress.
You can dress up.
Yes, but you can't go out like this everywhere. And which is why I don't go out. And this is me. I will not even do makeup. This is how I want to go out. So that's why I don't like to go out, because I never dress appropriately. So I realized it recently. So except you want me to come to your event, you feel like a homeless person.
Have you guys said?
I'm not coming. I don't mind looking homeless. I don't understand. But it's for the level of your program. Because even in my conference, I dress up to go to my conference. Because I know. I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
We'll carry you. We'll take, don't worry.
I need a stylist, a makeup artist. Living stylist.
Upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate unlocks calcium in.
That's more turning around on the channel, man. I'm busy.
Now?
That's more turning around I did on the channel.
Say, you're not fit.
Me, that I exercise 4 times a week.
Exactly. So why you?
No,
turning around.
That's what I'm saying.
Can you imagine?
That's what I'm saying.
Please, you have a few minutes on the show.
No, YouTube people understand.
Oh my goodness.
That's why you should watch us on YouTube and see some Abaya moves in the studio.
Let me see our YouTube fan.
My colleagues look at me as that unfortunate guy who committed political suicide.
Yeah, Ibrahim! Ibrahim, you people are cancelled. on this show.
A radio
You think you
drama
should stay with
series.
Man U?
I should say, of course. I hope you don't support
is the
Arsenal.
story of Michael
because
today, the first
you should
mayor
not be
of
talking.
Eko Atlantic. His
Yeah.
life,
No, it's
times,
because
and his
by the ones
accomplishments.
broadcasting.
This is me, my victories, my failures as a man, as a
So that's why you
husband.
can see the
It's all
comments
me.
of if not, you
Political
see comments.
drama filled with intrigue,
That I've been saying,
family
you can't see
conflicts, and the
anything.
pursuit of destiny. Created by Tari Taylor.
All this is part
Okay,
of
are we
the
back?
of a life of service.
Playing the dumb wife who turns a blind eye to your infidelity, starring Femi Jacobs as Michael Babatunde, Olo Jacobs as Olorogo, Joke Silva as Mama Safi, and Kemi Lala Akindoju as Jamila. Coming to you from the 1st of June,
Say what?
Mondays to
You won't
Thursdays
come.
at 8:45 p.m. on Smooth 98.1.
Yeah, super as they know well plan.
Never end.
La Gosa is sponsored by Eco Development Company.
Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life. It's still the Locker Room 981 and time is 8:36 a.m. I'm Ayo Myro Essay with Miss Tega Onojaife. And if you'd like to join the conversation today, please do so using our WhatsApp platform 0809 444 0981. Twitter is at Smooth981FM. Use the hashtag Locker Room 981. And we are streaming live on YouTube, Smooth 981 FM Lagos. We have comments coming in.
Let's read the YouTube comments.
Yeah, we're going to ban some people on this from commenting on this show. So YouTube, gosh, you guys miss a treat if you're not watching YouTube, especially during the break. Tega gives you personal action. Ibrahim Hassan says, morning Ayo and Tega. Ayo, please start analyzing lacrosse because how can you mix up Aguero and Ramos? Better stay with Man United till infinity. Tega, I've seen you dress up before. Tega, really? And you say, okay, this is only for backstage people.
Yes.
You know,
You need,
right.
if you need access, go to YouTube.
Go to YouTube. And then we have this one from Christian from Dubai. He says, I think the Spanish coach who was a former Barcelona player and coach has a vendetta on Real Madrid. That's Enrique. So no single Madrid player was on the team. Really shocking. Ty from Aja says, with the England selection, pray for Tammy, Ali, and Tomori. It's like Nigeria versus Man United. Bad Bele football at its best. Let's see Emery show his masterclass. And then from Shay says, Ayabaoni, I stay in one club. Don't jump to Man U again. Tega, we call Bureau. Today, Villarreal will wound Man U because we have a Nigerian Chukwueze, he said so in there. Tega, Man City underrates Chelsea. They will bite the dust too. Aki Adesoji says, hello, I am Tega. Glory, glory, Man United. The Europa League is asked to lose. Unfortunately, our mediocre coach can manage to lose it with poor tactics and by playing McFred. Fortunately, players like Fernandes and Cavani are desperate to win the trophy. Our quality should pull us through. Unai Emery's Europa League is deadly, but I predict Villarreal 1, Man United 3.
Around those lines, yeah.
Along those lines, I think so.
Okay, so,
all right, so
let's
So we're opening the phone lines now
to celebrate
to
Manchester
celebrate Man
Manchester City. So if you want to celebrate Manchester City, you don't necessarily have to be a fan of Manchester City, but they played brilliant football this season. They won. They won the League Cup.
Yeah, they won the League Cup.
They-
Easily you're looking out for confirmation.
Yeah, for information. They won the League Cup. Don't mind all these people. They don't know you.
mind
They will
them.
kill good.
No,
They won the League Cup. They won the Premier League,
Yeah.
and now they're in the finals of the Champions League. So if you
Yeah.
want to celebrate Manchester United or Pep Guardiola,
no, Man City.
Manchester
no,
City.
No, Man U fan.
No,
support,
Man U, sorry.
please.
Manchester City or Pep Guardiola or
Yeah.
any of the brilliant players, Kevin De Bruyne, Phil
Sergio
Foden,
Aguero.
Sergio Aguero, anybody you want to celebrate. Ruben Diaz, who
Yeah.
for me is a player of the season.
Oh, really? You think?
Yeah,
Okay.
then call.
All right, 0144899981. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please? Hello. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Good morning, Ayo. My name is Ibrahim Hassan.
No way. We banned you on YouTube. We came.
No, he has to kill
He has
those.
to kill a goat. All right, go on.
Ibrahim, we are hanging on.
What coat am I going to choose? Is it black one or the red one?
No, maybe the white one.
All right, anyway, regarding Man City, well, they had a very good run. They had a very good run. I mean, even though they started slowly, but they picked it up at the end of the day, having that 15 game unbeaten run. So for me, I think the Champions League is theirs to do really and truly. I mean, I want them to win because I don't like Chelsea. You know, definitely.
Oh, you asked me.
It's theirs to do really and truly. They took Chelsea for granted, but for them, good and fine. The way they had a very good run in the league, and I applaud them.
All right, thank you very much, Ibrahim. Thank you. Arsenal fans are just everybody hates. You don't like Chelsea. You don't like this because
There's London clubs.
It's London.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
yeah.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Her name is Tochiko
Uh,
Ojo.
Hello, Tochuku from Ojo. Please go ahead.
It was a good one for Manchester City. To be very honest, I wasn't actually expecting them to win the league this season. I think I picked Manchester United and Liverpool or the other way around, but it was a good one. They showed how they showed the champion stuff. They waited until they seized their initiative and took advantage of the opportunities. I'm particularly happy for Aguero. He actually is one of my best players, and
Nice.
he will be living on a high. And I just wish him to just win that Champions League trophy and then leave with everything already wrapped up for him. So I'm rooting out for them in the finals against Chelsea.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so we have let's see now. Let's take one more story because we're almost out of time. Alexander Arnold could switch to England midfield role according to Southgate. Trent Alexander-Arnold has the passing ability and vision to slot into a midfield position for England in the future, according to manager Gareth Southgate, said after naming the Liverpool defender in his 33-man provisional squad for the European Championship.
Okay, so this guy Southgate doesn't have cojones. It's not like Luis Enrique. He's supposed to carry 26 players. He named a 33-man squad. He wants to see if the likes of Harry Maguire will get fit in time for the English squad. He doesn't have the liver to just drop them now. How can you drop Harry Maguire? Everybody just be taking off their shirt. They know he's injured.
Yeah.
They don't know that he can be fit before 11th of June.
Yeah.
But they'll be tearing shirts. So Gareth Southgate doesn't want any problems in his village. He doesn't need it. Needs peace of mind. Not like Luis Enrique that will do whatever he wants and sleep well at night. And so Gareth Southgate doesn't want to risk it. So he's waiting to see how many players will be fit at a part. I mean, before he can now name his squad. I say, see, he wasn't fit enough. So he dropped out a 33-man squad instead of your regular 26. Yes, I said no cojones. And then and now he's telling us that Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is a fullback, can now may play midfield. Is he making excuses already to carry this guy today? Because it may come down to him choosing players for particular positions.
Yeah.
I mean, England has a lot of players, so it may come down to him taking some players for a particular position. So what is he saying, that if he wants to cheat the code, he will now move Trent Alexander-Arnold as a midfielder? Gareth Southgate, we see you from here. But I know what it is. It's a tough one. It's not. It's such a heavy lift. I mean, think about it. When this list came out from Spain with no Real Madrid players, and again, like I said, I understood why Ramos and Carvajal weren't chosen. Some people will still make a case for Lucas Vasquez, but even then, he's also been playing out of position for Real Madrid this season, and there are people in Spain that play that normal position. So would they drop them for him? Already, you could see the politics playing out. Oh, this former Barcelona coach is now a Spanish coach, and he's not carrying Real Madrid players. So you can imagine in England where the politics is thick. It's intense. You can smell it from other continents. That's the England you want to go and pick a 26-man team. People will now start bringing out the form and the list and the history of the ancestral records of some people that should be on the list. So it's a tough one, I understand. But I think he should have just taken the 26-man list now, because it's going to be tougher for him. That 33
to whittle down.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's still going to offend somebody. So why don't you just offend them and get rid over it?
An indecisive
Yes.
All right, so McAnthony on Twitter said it was an exciting season for us citizens. Aguero once said he will not leave City until we win the Champions League. Now the opportunity has presented itself. We are not noise makers, he said. And then Rabiu from Agboju says, "Man, you no get head for Spanish team."
Yeah.
And then Tayo from Aja says, "No Bamford with his credential for English national team, just like our England national team." And
he
then
plays for Leeds United. No political power.
And then we have Christian saying, besides Una, he said, if United wins Europa League, Odion Igalo would have a medal. So I root for United. Is it still there or no? All right. He said, besides Una eliminated my team Arsenal, so United I stand Ronson says, I don't think Enrique was biased. He did what's best for Spain.
So that's your own opinion. We've
Yeah.
heard the opinion of the other people who said it's a lie, it's a Barcelona coach. So he dropped Real Madrid players. Come on.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being a part of the conversation. A big thanks to our YouTube fam. You guys rock. I have to read this one because then times from YouTube. I have to take it. Okay, Chukumba says, hello, Lagos. Can you see why any team Ayo supports keep losing? Wow, I shouldn't have taken this one. Don't bless Arsenal because Ayo can't even differentiate between that you people. Somebody cannot even can play with you.
Yeah, I said we'll not talk to them.
We'll not talk to them again, and I came here to take your message specifically. All right, thank you so much, Tega Supreme on Twitter, and the work she does, wonderful work with ladies in sports at LIS International. Follow us at Smooth981FM on Twitter. Use the hashtag LockerRoom9812 so that we can track your message. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know whenever we go online with your favorite shows here on Smooth 98.1. In a moment, we'll be talking about what's going on around the country in Lagos Talks 981, reviewing the biggest headlines as discussed during Freshly Pressed 981. Before then, enjoy some smooth music after this break.
Free